Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. Thank you everyone for joining. Last time we had a session based on launching the 3 projects of FYT. As you know, we went through the whole idea of starting and being effective in the world 2 years back. And we find now that we're not that effective. And we went over the reasons why we are not effective. And it was, we decided that we needed to be more united. We were not united in what we were doing. So Islam is a team sport. We either succeed together or we fail together. And we all agreed we were failing together and we needed to do something about it. So the strategy needed to change. We were in FYT making individuals stronger. So we had to change our strategy so that we can actually bring about an ummah that is strong and effective in this world today. And we have, we have a quarter of the population as Muslims. There is no reason we can't be strong. The numbers are there. We just need to work on it in order to, inshallah, bring about that strong ummah that can bring about effective change for us. So we launched 3 projects, which was the FYT United Self-Mastery Movement. Then the second one was FYT United Cultural Shift, Returning to Fitrah. And the third one was FYT United Instructors in Training. So you notice in every one of them, you have the word united. Yeah. So this is the change. Our new projects means that we stand together like one big team and we help each other so no one is left behind. So that is the new ethos, new attitude with which we all join now a group. And alhamdulillah, we have started the first one, and I think the members will speak for themselves how well it is going just because of that one concept that we are united together and we care for each other and no one will be left behind. We will care for each other, right? So before I get into asking you for your questions and answers, questions on this area, let me just brief you on how we are further progressing in what we're trying to do. So there is another community that has been set up, which is called the VOTP Multiplier Effect. So this is separate from the one you're in. And what it is about you as FYT students. Some of you want the initiative to form your own groups of FYT students. So the leader, the FYT student, gets a group of students and they do the same courses that you are doing, but they do it under the leadership of that person and they are creating that group on the ground. So you can see that a stronger community will come about and it will have exponential power. A single person doing a course on their own and a group of them doing together, it makes a difference. Even in the realizations and growth, you're finding that exponential growth. It multiplies the growth. It goes faster. So collective progress always exceeds solitary gains. And this is what this community is about. It's multiplied. And we are forming a united force capable of reaching goals far beyond what an individual could attempt alone. So this would be in the ground, you would see changes where people are, the FYT students are taking the initiative. So there's no more isolated learning. You create a foundation where every member is a strong brick. At the moment, we've got one brick strong, another brick weak, this is why the Ummah is like this. So we want every brick to be strong, ensuring the shared enterprise is unshakable. Yeah, we're all aiming for that. So every group in the community is directly led by an exceptional FYT student dedicated to mentoring their team success. So Brother Fahad is the first one who started, alhamdulillah. He's got his 2 people, admin people in training. They are doing the courses. In fact, they finished the first course, mashallah. And we've got other students who are initiating this as well.
So there are a few in the works. Sister Maurisa is there, Sister Kiran is there, and a couple more that are reaching out to do this on the ground. So inshallah, we will see progress. So I just wanted you to be aware that, keep it in mind. You're all leaders. You are all leaders, and you will have a group on the ground, inshallah. So let's aim towards that, inshallah. Yes. So the next news on for today is that we have new FYT course videos. I don't know how many of you are aware. Some of you are aware. So on, the Know Yourself Part 1 Control, you've got 2 new videos there that supplement your theory. So what I've noticed is that students are passing the assignment much faster because of these videos. So even if you've completed the course, please go and look at it. I'm sure you like them, and give us your feedback. That would be useful. So on the next course, which is Know Yourself Part 2, You and Your Parts, again, you've got a lot of videos that supplement the theory. So you've got what is the mind, unpacking thoughts and beliefs, mastering the present. Then you've got, let me make Sister Shazia, Sister Farhana the host, so you can control the. Okay.
Did we start even recording?
Excuse me?
Are we recording this session?
We are.
Okay.
Okay. So we had, then we go on to the soul. A lot of you said you were having a little bit of difficulty in understanding the soul. So there's a video on there as well. We have a powerful video on emotion, when awareness is brought to an emotion. Usually we just experience it, feel it, and act it. So when awareness is brought to it, then the power is brought to your life. So that video explains it. We go on to the Kalb as well, give you a good video talk on that, a presentation. And finally, at the end of it, you have Mastering Your Journey, when all the parts come together. So you learn what is it life is really about. So I would recommend all of you that you go over these videos, give us your feedback, and inshallah it will be beneficial for you. So now coming back to our mission for today, which was to actually get your question and answers, aligned so that there's no queries on what we're doing. As you know, our vision is to build a community and culture of consciousness, taqwa actions, where unity, service, and accountability to Allah Ta'ala are the unwavering standard, not the exception. We all talked about it being exception. The taqwa institutions or taqwa people are exceptional. They are not everywhere. With the amount of population we have, we mostly find people calling themselves Muslims, labeled Muslims, but not actually having that taqwa, that care, that accountability for Judgment Day. It seems to be lacking in actions, in words, in their behavior. So that is what we are uniting for, all of us together, to bring that change and play our part, and may Allah Ta'ala accept our joint efforts. So we said that we wanted to we do this by, how do we do this? We unite together and we raise individual taqwa level, we shift cultural views, and we raise the collective consciousness. Yeah. And 3 projects came about. The United Self-Mastery Movement. This was about raising you as an individual so that you were more in control of yourself, so that you could be more true self. And that, of course, has good implications on
good effects on all the other areas. And the second one is about the cultural shift, too much stress, too much pressure on everybody about what is expected. You have to be like this, you have to be like that, you have to have this thing. If you're not this thing, you're not. If you don't have this status, this income, if you don't dress this way, it's all cultural pressure. We need to reduce it. It's too much on everybody. And the third one is about instructors in training. So we are looking for dedicated leaders, capable administrators, and creative short video personnel. So anybody you have applied, and thank you for filling in the forms, those of you who have done it. And the remaining, I would request you to please do that. So we're going to take the first project. Sorry, my mistake here. Let's take the first project, which is started, alhamdulillah. It's on its third day, and we have, how many members do we have? We have, I think, about 23 people. 23, it shouldn't say 2 members, it should say 23. Sorry, my mistake, I was correcting it because one came on and I forgot. So it's 23 members in there. We are on our third day, and the whole idea is to bring the individual the true self, because the individual is having an impact on the family, on the community, on the country, and on globally too. We are all interconnected, and all those things are having impact on the individual. So if we raise our individual taqwa in a united way, as a group, we get very strong. And I think, from the group, you can see that a lot has changed just in 3 days with people exercising and taking responsibility, encouraging each other. So we want every FYT member to join. Why are you not joining? My question, you can ask me question, my question would be, why are you not joining, right? And who should join? Students committed to discipline through regular physical exercise. Well, if you can control your body, if you can't control it, don't expect yourself to control your life, your emotion, your words, any situation you're going to react. It starts with control of the body, right? So let's get you there. Let's get every one of us there. Those serious about self-mastery and being in true self should join. Individuals ready to move from comfort to control. Students willing to unite with others in accountability and growth. And believers, we are all believers, striving to awaken our collective true potential. So this is what the first one is about. Any questions on this one that I can answer, or anything you want to know? Ask in chat, or you can ask me, put your mic on and ask me. Yeah? No questions?
Yeah, I feel a little bit like if anyone's watched the movie Kung Fu Panda, the panda. um, he has to become the dragon warrior, and then um, Sister Sophia is our master shifu, and she's it's it's amazing actually.
Yeah.
Alhamdulillah.
Alhamdulillah. Alhamdulillah. Yeah, it's
So
pretty
it
good.
feels like definitely some kind of training to do. It's really a call to be you're called out to be bigger than what you've so far been. I think we're all guilty of making excuses and saying, yeah, I would do it, but I don't have this or that or the other. I don't have support. I don't have time. So what you're essentially doing is you're taking away all those self-imposed barriers in our head it's like you're sitting in a cage and you're rattling the bars and you're saying let me out, but then Sister Farida is making us see, hey, you know what, there's no bars. The bars are it's always been open. You just have the courage to fly a little bit and you're not alone. So alhamdulillah for that. And I still I'm very amazed at trying to visualize I mean, I know that I'm here, alhamdulillah, we are all privileged to be at the beginning of something, but it's really I don't know how big we're gonna get, inshallah ta'ala.
Inshallah, inshallah. Alhamdulillah, Sister Ishrat, very beautifully expressed. It's little steps, we're all taking them together, and it's easier because we are together, isn't it? I think that's, I myself, I had a certain routine and I was doing it, and I began to expand it just by being in the group, and I think everybody found that very useful. So it's a big encouragement to raise that number from 23 to a very much higher number. Everybody on FIT, there's no reason you shouldn't be joining, and inshallah you will, right? So please tell anybody else you know who's an FIT student to get on board and start doing the exercises. Yes? Let's move on to the next project. So this next one is about FIT cultural shift, returning to Fitra. Right? And it's again about what we said, that there's too much cultural pressure everywhere, too much stress. And the messages that I was mentioning it to you last time, that when a student even disappears for 2-3 days or a week, we lose them. We lose them how? Because the cultural pressures are already on them. There's too much that is being said to them. You have to be like this, you have to do this, you have to wear this, you have to attend this, this is expected from you, that is expected from you. What will they say? What talk will that person think about you? And that requirement is gone. So there's so much cultural pressure that unless we all get together and change the direction of culture, we'll have the person under too much pressure. You're all under too much pressure, and you voiced it, in our Zoom meetings and in your lessons as well, that there's too much cultural pressure. So we need to embark on this journey together to change the cultural pressure, just as it's become un-Islamic at this point, too much materialism. We can use the same channels which made them like this turn them towards Islam. So we are saying that who should join this group who reject low cultural standards. If you are somebody who doesn't like them, join this group. Those committed to spreading truth, responsibility, and higher morality. Yeah, those people should join. Individuals ready to raise consciousness in themselves and in their communities. Join this group. Believers striving to live by justice, compassion, trust, and purpose. Join this group. There's too much corruption. Too much corruption. You need to be sending out the messages that we, out there. So somebody, when they do an act of corruption, they don't feel it's okay. At the moment, it feels like it's okay, isn't it? Isn't it like that? Yeah?
Yes.
Yeah, it is like that. Okay. So we are saying join this, and anyone inspired to help reshape culture and bring hearts back to the pure part of it should join it. So any questions on this project you have? Do you have any?
Question on this project. So what will be the pattern like? What will we be doing in this group? Like, no, there will be sessions, or how it will work?
Okay, let me answer that question. So let's look at, just what it's about. There's a lot it's about. It's very deep. Let's read this, the message, the revival. We are not here to condemn a culture. We are here to heal it, to remind it of its beauty when rooted in faith, humility, and care. This is the revival of Fitra, quiet, steady, and unstoppable. Yeah, this is the group you're joining. So you see the purpose. You like it?
Yeah.
Yeah?
It's
Yeah,
beautiful.
it's beautiful.
Yeah? So please message or
I
write.
have a small well, I'm trying to wrap my head around it, because culture is a collective.
Yeah.
I am a person.
Yeah.
So I dropped my child to school this morning. On the drive back, I'm looking at this high school has 1,600 children. There are hordes of children who walk to school. There's little young women, beautiful young women in very tiny shorts, skirts, and you become a little. You look at stuff happening. This is like normal. I'm trying to figure out, okay, my fitra is great. I don't feel comfortable. I look at that, I feel a wave of compassion for these young women. I want to tell them, you know what, taking off your clothes is like being humiliated. It's undignified. Don't do this to yourself. Now, let's say I'm part of the cultural shift. I don't know what it is that I can do without sounding strange or who to say anything to.
Yeah, good question. Let me go forward, and I'll show you something that you can't hit it at an angle where it it insults the person. You have to hit it at an area where they can actually understand it. So answering Sister Shazia Zaib's question now. So what is going to happen? How will it run is the question. And I'll come back to you, Sister Shweta, on your one. You're going to have approved messages. We're going to have a theme. You're going to have approved messages. You can also say, I want this theme considered. It will go down on the list of where we should consider it as a cultural shift area we need to be looking at. So the message will be created. It will be sent to members of this group. They will reflect on it, make it their own. Now, each member will have 3 to 5 or more groups that they want to shift the culture in. And they will have 3 to 10 people that they want to change the viewpoint, the cultural viewpoint with, right? So when they send this message there, it won't be just copy-paste. You'll have to get them to think and reflect back on it. Yeah. So it's more than just, oh, here, there's a little thing, look at it, and I'm done now. No, you have to get them to think and say, well, what do you think of it? Did you have any ideas? Does it apply to you? Do you think it's true? So those areas will need to be, this is the change that we are making. We are getting the person to respond. Yeah, not everyone in the group will respond, but a few will respond and the others will look at it. So you're still causing a change in that mindset. And, over time, not at the beginning, those same people that you have brought a shift in will play your role. They will have their groups and their individual, and you will have a chain working underneath you. Yeah, so it will expand under you. And there is weekly reporting. We do want to know, how did this promo go? Was it taken properly or not? So it gives me feedback on what to create, what is impactful, what isn't impactful. So that would be the general procedure we work with. Does that make sense?
Yeah, thank you.
Yeah. Okay, and just let me show you an example here. This is an example of where we are looking at, where is my attention? Where is the intention of the individual mostly? Right? And you see these pictures, they will be provided again with the images. And you're asking the question, not all questions at the same time, but you're asking the question, do I check the mirror more times a day than I remember Allah? Yeah, it just makes the person think. You're not evaluating for them. Does my mood change depending on how I think I look? Yeah, people are quite focused on their appearances. Do you agree?
Yes.
Yeah. Okay. Do I spend more time getting ready than building my character? People spend a lot of time getting ready. We have a reputation as women. We take so much time getting ready. Which shoe to wear, which dupatta to wear, which lipstick to wear, whatever. So, do I spend more time getting ready than building my character?
No. I spend more time on my character.
That's good. But we are changing
Alhamdulillah.
culture. Yes, Alhamdulillah. I think we all like that in here. Yeah. But Sister Shama, we've got a population out there. Look at the makeup industry. How vast is it? How much billions does it make? It's all about appearances, and now the men have got into it. Am I right? Yeah.
Yes. Yeah, you're absolutely 100% right.
Yeah. So do I spend, can a single flaw in my appearance ruin my whole day? Yeah. Sometimes you get a little pimple. The girl is just finished her life. Am I right? So can a single
Yes.
flaw in my appearance ruin my whole day? Do I know exactly what others think of how I look, but not of what Allah thinks of who I am? You think they're effective questions?
Yes. Yeah, it's true.
Yeah. So those would be the kind of things that would go out. And as I said, you could send one or two maximum questions with an image, and that's how it would progress. So any more questions on this area? We've got about, I think, 18 members who have responded to this group that they want to join the FIT Cultural Shift Returning to Fitrah. Alhamdulillah, and hopefully we'll have more. Yeah. Any questions, other questions on this project?
It's just a small question here. Like I'm looking at the questions; these are brilliant questions, and I'm jumping a little bit ahead uh, with this, but when we ask, I'm thinking about the audience to whom I would ask these questions, and I'm thinking a Muslim child. So when we do that, isn't it we are already? It's like preaching to the choir or someone who's already on that level. Once again, I'm kind of coming to the grassroots level where like this is actually a great idea that uh, with the courses, because like you said, not everybody's on the same level of consciousness. So when sorry, I'm just thinking aloud at this point because I think when we join or we have our students, maybe we need small batches of people who are at the same level, and then they could grow into the next step to the next step because um yeah, I'm sorry, just does that make any sense to anyone?
Yeah. So your first thing was, are we addressing the Muslims only as an audience? Is that what you were asking me?
Mm.
So at the moment, yes, we are looking at more Muslims, because we looked at, you look at this screen here, what is the state of the Ummah? We looked at it in our first video, there's no unity. We are labeled Muslims, most of us. There are 2 billion Muslims, 1/4 of humanity, and we can't get anything done in Gaza. We can't get anything done in our own communities. We can't get anything done in our country.
I'm coming from a place where I've tried multiple times to get people together and unite on at least one thing. Like I have a reading group, a book club. There's about 20 to 30 members, and I've gone ahead and had that discussion in my group just yesterday or the day before when I started. I said, I'm sorry, I cannot take the book club today because I'm actually going to be out and exercising. Because over the years, I've tried my health and I've prayed for an accountability person. All of you know that, I've requested you to come out and walk with me. Or if we could do something on Zoom together, we could just, at the end of the day, tell that, hey, I did this, I made so many steps. But you know what? Sapne dhal ho jate hain. It's really, really difficult for them. There's no consistency. And then I said, you know what? Alhamdulillah, Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala has opened a door. Now I've got a posse of sisters who are doing this, and I'm very excited. And I'm not going to refuse and say no. I mean, this is another opportunity that Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala gave me to improve my health and, walk the walk without palpitations instead of talking the talk. So it would be awesome if you can join. So this is great. I'm going to be joining the cultural shift. I just need to have a lot of clarity on why I do things before I do them, because people take one look at me and say, "अच्छा, इनको देखो तो collapse हो रही हैं, कह रही हैं कि ये भी बहुत महान है." So it's really difficult to get people together on anything, no matter how noble the cause is. So I speak from a place of discouragement, really, but I'm excited.
Yeah, I would say, sister, you should just continue with the courses. You need to spot these people. If you're talking to people of very low consciousness, they're not going to shift. They are really followers. When the whole movement comes about, they will follow. When everybody's doing it, they will do it. If they're those kinds of people, they're not going to take initiative. So you need to move on to the relationship building course progress so you can spot consciousness and then only talk to those people because those are the leaders. People in here, in our group are leaders. They have stood out and said, we can do it. You stood out and said, I can do it. But you need to create that group and inshallah, you will pull in the right people. As you go through the course, we are here, we are supporting you. Inshallah, you pick out people. Because a couple of people low on consciousness can ruin the whole group. They can bring them all down. So inshallah, stay
Inshallah.
with it, keep progressing, and we make a difference. So the last project is about FYT, United Instructors in Training. This is a very demanding project. And why is it needed? Well, we're talking about 2 billion Muslims out there, and most of them are illiterate. Yeah. And also, a lot of them call themselves literate, but they don't read books. They've passed exams by memorization. They don't know how to study. And it's our fault that they are like that because our education system is not very good. So they can't do FYT courses. The illiterate can't do it. The labeled literate can't do it. The children can't do it. And the youth can't do it. And we've got a lot of attention on our children and our youth. So this project is starting with instructors in training who will be trained on how to deliver the FYT material on the ground. So make PPTs and give talks about it, make worksheets and do that. So that's what this project is about. And it's students who should join, who wish to serve their communities dedicatedly, students committed to igniting personal growth and uniting others to the FYT curriculum. You should be on the relationship building course to be part of this group. That much knowledge is needed because if you are running a group, you need to know about relationships. Students who give priority to this goal and they have a class that they can deliver to. So that would be the third one. Is there any questions on this one that anyone wants to ask? No? Well, inshallah, we have a few members interested in this one. We are going to start it, but we are next going to launch the Cultural Shift project. And then, if you have any questions on it, you can reach out to me. So these are our 3 projects. We are all together here, and it is a team sport. So if anyone's in any group, we are going to carry them with us. We're not going to have any failing members in any group. That's the way we are operating now. And alhamdulillah, it's successful. So I'm going to now ask you for questions and answers. If you want, I can turn the recording off. Should I do that? I'll stop it. You're quiet today. Here we go.